Hello, everyone, and welcome to this session at Hindustan Olympiad, one of the world's biggest Olympiads with a legacy of 7 years that has already empowered around 11 lakh students by providing a unique platform to compete at a national level. My name is Asmita, and I shall be your host for the evening. As the legendary philosopher Confucius once said, choose a career you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. So it is my pleasure to welcome all you young students, you careerists in waiting, to our session. During the webinar, we will be discussing topics like career counseling, the importance of effective and personalized learning through adaptive practice and analytics, the art of science of cracking top-level exams like JEE, NEET, BITSAT, etc. So hope you all are excited because I most certainly am. Before we start, I have a request for all of you. In case you have any queries related to the discussed topic, kindly put your questions in the chat box of this webinar. We'll discuss it during the Q&A session at the end of the program. So what is Hindustan Times? Hindustan Olympiad is one of the world's biggest Olympiads with a legacy of 7 years. This initiative has already empowered around 11 lakh students by providing a unique platform to compete at a national level. Open for all students of classes 1st to 12th, Hindustan Olympiad, unlike most one-subject examinations, reveals the competence levels in all major subjects, where every student and participant is given a certificate and an assessment report. Not only that, there are exciting prizes to be won at the school, district, and state levels as well. Here we emphasize that each registered student for Hindustan Olympiad 2023 will get a free login on SpeEdLabs learning app worth Rs 6,500 for Olympiad preparation from class 6th to class 12th. Without further ado, let us start the program with a talk on career counseling by Mr. Vivek Varshney, the driving force behind SpeEdLabs, who are powering Hindustan Olympiad 2023. We are honored and pleased to introduce our speaker, Mr. Vivek Varshney, to the program. Vivek is the founder and CEO of Foundation Classes and SpeEdLabs. Foundation Classes is a unique initiative and a rapidly growing network of hybrid learning centers with high-tech hybrid model life classes. Classes are conducted by IITians, NITians, and subject experts, particularly for small town students where there is a huge gap in quality learning. Here, students are prepared for IIT-JEE, NEET, NTSE, and Olympiads along with their school exams as well. SpeEdLabs, an AI-based learning app, is one of the fastest growing edtech companies in the K-12 and the test prep space. It was started in 2016 with a mission of building effective and personalized learning through adaptive practice and analytics for 10 plus million students. Vivek believes in the hybrid model of education, where offline physical classroom lecture is combined with the online self-studies, practice and analytics-driven improvement plans for every student. Following his passion for teaching and guiding the young generation, he has also mentored numerous students to crack top-level exams like JEE, NEET, BITSAT. He enabled them to get into top IITs, triple IITs, IISc, IISER, NITs, BITS, government medical colleges, and international colleges. Before SpeEdLabs, he worked for 11 years in investment banking and private equity at Morgan Stanley and ICICI Venture Private Equity. He is an alumni of IIT Kanpur, IIM Lucknow, and CFA USA. On this occasion, we take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Vivek Varshney to share his thoughts with the students. So over to you, sir.
Thanks, Ashmita, for the introduction, and good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. Hope you will find this entire presentation helpful. So let us understand very basic of the career planning. And as all of us know, there are two parts of the education. One is up to class 12th, where we take care of the board exams, prepare for certain subjects, try to get better marks. And the second journey starts after class 12th. And the second journey is where we do the undergraduation. So undergrad program defines our long-term career, whether it is engineering, whether it is medicine, MBBS, whether it is BDS, whether it is law, whether it is CA, whether it is, any other profession. So the undergrad program and the entry to undergrad programs is very, very important. And today's talk is going to be focused on that. So let's start the talk with a simple quiz. How many entrance exams are there in India? Can anyone answer? Students, any guesses? You can put it on the chat. 30. So some of you are saying 30, some of you are saying 40, B. Okay, so the right answer is around 40 big exams. So first of all, it is important that India is a big country and there are so many competitions. So around 40 exams are there. Today we are going to discuss the science stream. However, there are three main streams: science, commerce, and humanities. So science is physics, chemistry, maths, biology, and computer science. Commerce is accounting, economics, business studies, applied math, and commerce. And humanities, history, psychology, sociology, political science, and economics. Right. So today's focus of the talk is only the science streams for me. So within science, there are 5 career pathways. One is medicine, second is engineering, third is pure sciences, fourth is architecture, and fifth is statistics. Okay, so let us start the discussion with the medicine. So how do we become a doctor? Our dream after class 10th or class 8th is to become a doctor. So what do we do? First, we select physics, chemistry, biology in class 11th and 12th. Then we take the NEET entrance exam, which has 4 subjects: physics, chemistry, botany, and zoology. Then 5 years of MBBS program, and then we become a doctor. Okay. Now, what are the careers within doctors? Nephrologist, pediatrician, surgeon, cardiologist, orthopedician, and pulmonologist. Right. So as you can see, there are many more, but I have shown some of the picture which all the dear students will be able to relate. So pediatrician takes care of the babies, then cardiologist takes care of the heart related treatments and diseases, orthopedician takes care of the bones, fractures, and muscles, those kind of things, and surgeons are surgeons in all domains. So these are the sample careers, but of course there are about 30 different branches within the MBBS, and depending on the choice, the students can also pursue MD after MBBS. What are the top colleges? So there are 23 AIMS, 19 are functional, and 4 are under construction. Some of this information is just useful for knowing. I mean, obviously, when you will take the exam, you will get to know everything, but I'm giving you the idea so that you have a big picture clear in your mind. There are 612 other government and private medical colleges. There are 91,927 MBBS seats as per 2022. And there are about 27,000 BDS seats. And in 2022, there were around 18 lakh students who took the NEET exam. So it is a very, very difficult exam. So now coming to the engineering. So how do we become engineer, right? So after 10th, we have to select physics, chemistry, and math. Then JEE main, advanced, and there are many other exams, not just JEE. There are many exams which are for the respected private universities. So, for example, BITS conduct BITSET, Manipal conduct their own different, exams, Narsi Munji, SRM. There are so many other colleges, they conduct their own exams also. But JEE main is one of the widest accepted exam. Then there is a 4-year course. Either we do bachelor's of engineering or bachelor's of technology and we become an engineer. Now, what do we do after becoming an engineer? Either we can go into the core jobs, which is automobiles, aerospace, but many of us within India get into the software development, which is IT, and some of them take very specific new age careers, right? So electrical, robotics, and electronics, which are taking the new innovation, new artificial intelligence and machine learning technology within the core technology space. So use of traditional engineering with the new age IT and coming up with the solutions which are required by the society in different sectors. Okay. Now, there are, of course, you will be thinking which are the top colleges of engineering. So we start with IITs. There are 23 IITs, 31 NITs in every state. There are 26 triple ITs. So triple ITs is Indian Institutes of Information and Technology, where the focus is largely on IT courses. And then there are GFTIs, 20 GFTIs. Total seats, as you can see, between all the top colleges is around 50,000. And then there are another 50 to 55,000 seats which are offered by different private engineering colleges. Now, one simple question. To enter into NITs, if some of you are from class 10th or 11th, they should know this. To enter NITs for engineering, which of these exams should you crack? So the answer is A and D. So JEE main, part 1 or part 2, both are fine. Okay. And they take twice a place, like sometimes in January and April, but depending on time to time, they can take place in January and May, depending on year. I mean, every year the government decides the dates. Now coming to the career pathways in science, pure sciences. So when I say pure sciences, you want to become a scientist. Okay. So after class 10th, you can select either you can take physics, chemistry, maths, you can take physics, chemistry, bio, or you can take all 4 subjects. And CBSE allows you to take all 4 subjects. Then you can take different exams, and either you can take a 4-year BS or an integrated 5-year BS program, right? So which is Bachelor of Science and Master of Science combined 5-year program. And then you can become scientist. Now, what do scientists do? There are different domains, and again, this is not a complete list. There are many more streams, but these are some very common names. So nuclear scientist, geneticist, marine biologist, mathematician, astronomer, and chemist. Now these are some of the exciting careers which I thought students will be able to relate. So what do nuclear scientists do? They basically work on the nuclear physics and work on the solution which can be used by using the nuclear physics, which could be creating nuclear energy, or nuclear weapons, or nuclear some kind of treatments, etc. And then you can say chemists, which come up with various research in pharmacy, chemicals, many other streams. So these are the sample careers which come out of the science career pathways. Now, what are the top colleges for pure sciences? So IISER, these are Indian Institutes of Science, Education and Research. Then NISER, similar to IITs and NITs, there are ISER and NISER. So National Institute of Science, Education and Research. Then there is a very prestigious college in Bangalore called Indian Institute of Science, IISc. And then some of the IITs also offer the Bachelor's in Science program. So BITS Pilani and IITs also offer the Bachelor's in Science program. Now, which of these subjects is required to get into the top college for becoming a researcher in biology? Aditya, Manjot, Ananya, good answer. So the answer is all of above, because if you want to become researcher in biology, you also need maths, of course, little bit of physics, a lot of chemistry, and of course, biology. So biology was obviously, very common sense answer. So I did not put here. Now let's come to the fourth stream, which is becoming an architecture. Okay, as India is growing and different kind of buildings and infrastructure is required, and for that a very calculated plan is required, which is the job of an architect. So you have to take physics, chemistry, and maths. You have to take NATA as exam, which is the entrance exam for architecture. And then there is a 5-year B.Tech of architecture, because architecture takes little longer. Okay, and what do? It's a very simple landscape architect or commercial architect or residential architect, conservation architect, urban planner, and sustainability architect. So you should know that all the sustainable energies and green building and etc. So all of these are basically the creations and responsibilities of the architect. And for architect, you have to pursue the course in architecture. Okay. Top colleges in architecture. So IITs and NITs offer the B.Arch program. Then, of course, there are different colleges like Schools of Planning in Architecture, SRM, Manipal, and many other colleges. Now, some of these admissions are through JEE, and some of them conduct their own entrance exams. Apart from physics, chemistry, and math, which of these is tested in NATA exam? So NATA, as I said, is the entrance exam for architecture program. Okay. So drawing, no, I mean, many of you must be thinking drawing, but actually they don't test the drawing, they test the perception skills along with the aptitude also. So for architecture, you need all of these three: aptitude, perception, and drawing. Okay, now coming to the last career pathways, which is to become a statistician. Now, if you think about it, in last 10 years, everything has gone on data, right? Lot of data is consumed, like Zomato tells us how much time it will take, or Uber tells us, or Ola tells us how far is our driver, what will be the price, how much time will it take. Google Maps tells us what is the time required from here to there, how much traffic is there. Everything ultimately comes from the data analysis. So statistician is a very fast growing career where we do multiple data science and analytics, and any stream of maths and science is possible there. Tomato is the exam for bachelor's in statistics degree, and these are the sample careers. So you can become a data scientist, you can become an economist, you can become a biostatistician, equity research analysis in the stock market. You can become a fraud analysis like detective, cyber fraud, etc. And you can also become an actuary. So actuaries are the people who analyze the insurance premium calculation, default rates, mortality rate, etc. And they decide how much premium you should pay to buy an insurance and how do we underwrite the risk for it. So lot of this requires deep analysis of the historical data and coming up with the trends, coming up with some results based on which you can take the decisions, right? So top colleges for statistics is the most prestigious college is ISI, Indian Statistical Institute, which is in Kolkata. Then there are some institutes of actuaries, so Institute of Actuaries of India. Then IISc also offers a bachelor's in statistics, and some IITs also offer. And obviously, for many students living in North India, the Delhi University, there are many colleges which offer the programs in statistics. Okay. Again, a simple quiz: which of these subjects are tested in Tomato exam for ISI? As I said, ISI is the topmost institute of statistics based out of Kolkata. So Tomato is a very strict exam which only tests math, nothing else. Okay, it is a very tough exam, and they only check your maths ability. Unlike JEE, engineering requires physics, chemistry, math. NEET requires physics, chemistry, biology, but Tomato only checks maths. Okay. Now, what are the important points for cracking the competitive exams? First thing is you should start preparing early, right? Make time your friend, give your dreams enough, dedication and determination. Strengthen your basics and learn to apply the concepts. So take proper notes, whatever your school teachers are teaching, your books, syllabus, everything, take proper notes, learn the basics. And how do we break the twisted questions into small parts and solve them? And of course, if you do rigorous practice, you will be able to build speed because these are competitions and the speed is very, very important here. And other thing is that sometimes method of elimination also helps. You can find alternate ways of getting to the right answer without actually solving it. Okay, so last thing, which of the following is the most important differentiator between the top rankers and the medium rankers? Strong concept fundamentals, speed of solving questions, luck, or regular practice? What can get you better rank? all of them, but the most important is regular practice, right? So if you do regular practice, you can get better strong concept fundamentals, and you can improve your speed. But without practice, you cannot improve your speed. Okay. So this is the presentation for all of you. Clear the competitive exams, enter into a good college, and get into an exciting career of your choice. But for all of this to happen, you have to have a strong preparation from class 6, 7, 8 onwards, and focus on studies with the proper determination, and focus on your long-term career. So with this, I would like to end my presentation, and we would like to take some questions from the students, or if there are parents also.
So first of all, thank you, sir, for motivating, guiding, and inspiring these young students through your words of wisdom. I'm sure the students have benefited from your suggestions and inputs, and I'm sure that the students have will inculcate it in their individual paths to forge successful careers in the years to come. So, my dear young students, I hope this session has been informative and helpful for you to understand the importance of focus, dedication, and the right mentorship and guidance for career success. So now let's move on to the final stage of the program, that is the Q&A session. Mr. Vivek, we have received a few questions from our eager young students. I would request you to please pick up some questions and provide your relevant inputs on them. So over to you, sir.
Okay, so one question is that little bit about the commerce stream careers, right? So what I want to say that in commerce there are 4 or 5 major careers. One is you can choose to do bachelor's in business administration or BMS, and then pursue an MBA program. And then after your business studies, whether it is undergraduation or post graduation, you can choose multiple fields. So marketing, operations, strategy, finance, human resources, and supply chain management, etc., etc. But the many of these programs are conducted at both undergrad level as well as postgrad level. For postgrad level, there is a competition called CAT, Common Aptitude Test. But for undergrad level, there are very few competitions. But CUET, which has started in 2022, is going to be the common entrance exam for many undergrad programs in BCom as well as BBAs. Some students also start preparing for CA Foundation, and that CA Foundation course, the exams can be taken after your 12th board exam. This takes place twice a year, November and May. Okay. So the next question is that Asma is asking, I want to travel. So not exact answer, but if somebody wants to travel, maybe the marketing and sales are very exciting jobs, careers, and every company requires people in the sales and business development, which require traveling to meet the clients as well as providing and implementing the solutions. So if you enjoy traveling, maybe sales and marketing can be the careers for you. So Ansh has a very interesting question. Which of the mentioned careers pays the most? So, payment and salary is definitely important. I would like to advise young students to pursue a career which gives you a lot of happiness, and you are passionate about it, because, purely running after the money, after some years you will lose interest. So it is important to strike a balance. So follow your passion, and within that passion, if you do well, every career pays well. There are spectrums of salaries in every career, so don't worry about it. First decide what you enjoy, what you like, and follow that thing. Sahib is asking about the tech startups. So as we all know that the entire world is getting more and more tech savvy, and in every walk of life, in every domain, the technology is playing a very, very important role. And tech startups are the backbone of all the new innovation. So I mean, even Google was a tech startup at one point in time. Facebook was a tech startup. So the Zoom call which we are talking to each other is also a tech startup. So tech startups will keep coming, and there will be quite a few new tech startups after 5 years which we cannot think today. Even like 20 years back, we never thought that Zomato will be there and deliver food for us, or a Book My Show will be there to book our tickets, or a Yatra or Make My Travel will be there to for flight bookings. So the tech startups will continue happening, and it doesn't matter that you are coming only from a coding background. There are tech startups started by people who are from commerce or humanities background also. Okay, I will take one more question, Pratham, and a few other asked how to become an IAS. Again, IAS is a UPSC entrance competition which happens after your graduation. So after your graduation, you can pick a few subjects, and then based on those subjects, you have to take the entrance exam, and then there is a interview round also. So I think more details on IAS can be sought once you complete your 12th, and that will be the right time for you to pick up a decision about preparing for IAS entrance exam. Can we crack IAS with commerce and math? Yes, you can. Okay, discuss about the Harshita is asking, discuss about the humanities stream. So, I mean, I will be honest, I'm not an expert on humanities, but economics and psychology, sociology, every domain has certain use cases in all the industries. And then there are certain generalistic courses, and many of the undergrads also pursue a postgrad in these domains, either to pursue an academician line or a professional career. Sometimes they do cross functional also. So after doing a humanities undergrad, some of the students do MBA, and then they can choose to join a marketing, operations, or human resources, etc., other departments. Some of them go into the proper deep market research related to that particular domain. How to become army doctor? So again, you have to crack NEET, and similarly there is another exam, FMS, which is specifically for the defense services MBBS programs. So after 12th, if you take these competition exams, you can become a doctor in army. How to become a CA, chartered accountant? So for that, there are 3 levels. So, foundation, intermediate, and final. There are different courses, different subjects which you have to crack over these 3 exams. And for that, of course, you have to have a strong, foundation in commerce and math. So accounting, business studies, economics, and math, these are 4 subjects which are required. And CA need to do a lot of studies in, learning the law, learning all the, acts of the industries, and apply everything in a very fair, ethical manner. So banking is again a commerce related domain where you can either become a corporate banker or a wealth manager or a retail banker, depending on your choice. How to become a businessman? I mean, you just need to have a passion for becoming a businessman. You can start any business what gives you the excitement and where you feel more passionate about. My father says that if I take commerce with math, CA is the only respectable and good course and job, but I am interested in business, not CA. Accounting, there are some better options. So other than CA, you can also get into the investment banking, financial services, stock markets, etc., with the knowledge of commerce and accounts. And you can also join a company and work in their finance department, which is not necessarily the accounting, but more from the financial management, budget planning, MIS, and strategy. The next question is NDA. Again, NDA is a exam to get into the defense services after 12th, which has obviously maths, English, and general knowledge. And there are books and courses, and obviously you should all do reading newspaper, which can give you updated, which can keep you updated on the general knowledge. Rashi Devgan is saying, I want to become entrepreneur and got some solid ideas and research, but sir, I don't know where to get those necessary resources to get them started. Okay, Daksham. So Daksham, I mean, see, once you have the ideas right now, I think you're a little young, maybe some more years of experience in the industry will refine your ideas. And once you have basic proof of concepts, you can obviously go for fundraising or deploy your own resources, or work with some other partners and find out ways to implement your ideas. how to become a politician? I'm sorry, I won't be able to answer this question very well, but of course, if you feel very strongly about it, you should learn little bit more about public policy making, read a lot of newspaper, and maybe debate in your school. That can help. Civil services, Devanshi, as I mentioned, is through UPSC exam, which is after your graduation. So, of course, general knowledge is very helpful. Daily reading and knowing about everything in your life.
So hope most of your queries have been clarified by Mr. Vivek during the Q&A. If you still need any more assistance related to career counseling with Mr. Vivek Varshney SpeEdLabs, please feel free to WhatsApp on 91366 68684. For Hindustan Olympiad related queries, you can refer to the Hindustan Olympiad website, that is www.hindustanolympiad.in, or write to us at support@ht-school.com, or give us a ring at 95133 anytime between 11 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. All these details are also mentioned in the chat box for your kind reference. So thank you all for attending this session and making it a huge success. We wish you all the very best, and we have great career hopes from all of you. So thank you for joining.